Good morning. Man, powerful morning. Powerful morning. I just want to share with you some of the things that I've processed in the morning. Usually in the morning, I'll do some workout. Been doing a lot of cardio lately in the morning to get my blood going and get my calorie count per day higher. But today, I wanted to talk to you about allowing negativity to control your day, or allowing a negative attitude control your day. And so, as an entrepreneur, as a family man, this is something that we go through. You know, with raising children, hiring employees, board meetings, you know, vendor meetings. Is you will come across someone that's maybe not having a good day, or they just have a negative attitude, and we got to make sure that we don't allow that to trigger us into acting a certain way. And so I'm going to give you a couple of things that have really helped me develop myself as an effective leader, and and the role of leadership doesn't stop. You know, every week, you know, I'm consuming, you know, 2-3 books, uh, you know, coaching, training, mentoring other people, coaching other people. And so it's an ongoing growth process. You know, if someone is, you know, recommending that you do something with your business, or they're recommending that you do something with your life, you might want to ask them, like, did they do that, or are they currently doing that? You know, when was the last time they read a book? What was the last book they read? What kind of books are they reading? Because it'll get pretty interesting on people that give you advice on what information they're intaking, right? I'll give you a quick example. One time I met this guy, and he was in a position of a real high. He was in a real high position in his career, and he had the ability to do some powerful things, like, you know, with people and the medical field, and to determine people's health, and like he's had like a lot of influence over that. And I was pretty interested in him because I figured, man, this guy's probably, you know, reading some good books. I want to know what this guy's reading. I want to, you know. And so it turns out, I mean, this guy doesn't read books. He's like, man, I haven't read a book since college. I don't have time to read. I'm always working. And I said, man, that's pretty bad, because, you know, he's becoming obsolete in his career. So he wouldn't be someone to give good advice. Maybe he can probably you could probably probe him on some of the failures that he made, and how he probably would have done things different. But as far as like growing, I mean, he might not have the right information. So anyway, leadership, it doesn't stop, you know. So as a family, as a husband, as a father, even as an employee, you are considered a leader. Like, consider yourself a leader. And when you start to consider yourself as a leader, you'll start to realize that you have to develop certain leadership skills, certain leadership characteristics that go along with that role. And so today I wanted to share with you a couple of things that will help you develop into being an effective leader. Whether you're leading your family, whether you're leading a team at your work, whether you're a solopreneur, because you have to lead yourself, right? You have to be a leader for yourself. So this might help in that area, right? So one of the things that's really helped whenever you're in a group environment is you want to make sure that you're clear on what the meeting is going to be about. Like, for example, like, if you're in a meeting where you know specific things need to get done by certain people, you want to make sure you're asking the probing questions, and that's like, who's going to do this? When are they going to do it? How are you expect? How are you planning to do that? And so those probing questions, you want to get the right information. Because like if there's something to be done and everybody knows about it, but it's not assigned to anyone, it's more likely it's not going to get done. So it's always better, like if you're in a meeting setting, to ask those probing questions. And so a lot of times whenever you ask the probing questions, and probing questions are like, who's going to do that? How are they going to do it? When are you going to get it done by? When can I expect it to be delivered? When can and you're asking these probing questions. And a lot of time when you ask probing questions, people get defensive. And so you have to make it clear before the meeting that, hey, this is going to be a probing meeting. This is going to be a probing discussion, just so that you're aware of it. That we're going to be asking some difficult questions that might seem that I'm probing you, but I'm really trying to get to the details, because I want to make sure that it's done effectively, right? So that's going to be who, what, when, where are the probing questions, right? And so a lot of times we tend to do this with our kids, and our sons or daughters will come home from school, or maybe our wife, and you'll be like, hey, how was your day? And they're like, oh, it was all right. Okay, and then you quickly go to say, well, what happened? Well, nothing happened. Yeah, something happened, I can tell. Tell me what happened. Nothing happened. And so what happens is they got defensive because you went in with a probing question. People get defensive when you ask them probing questions. So the better way to approach that is saying, hey, you know what? How was your day? Oh, it was all right. Well, it sounds like maybe something's going on with one of your friends. No, it wasn't that. Well, maybe was it your teacher? Yeah, my teacher kind of said some things that kind of upsetted me. Hmm. So see how you didn't probe, but you kind of were going around it. It sounds like. Let's try it again. How was your day? It was all right. Well, it sounds like maybe you had an argument with one of your friends or something. No, it wasn't that. Or maybe was it your teacher? No, it wasn't that. Are there some kids maybe trying to bully you? Yeah, well, there's this one kid, he's kind of, bullying other kids, and I don't feel comfortable, and it kind of made me feel upset. Now you kind of know what the issue is, and then you can give a suggestion, okay? That's another thing. You can say, hey, can I make a suggestion? Yeah, what is it? What is it, Dad? What is it, Mom? Well, when I was going through school, I had to do this, or, have you thought, can I make a suggestion? Yeah, you can, yeah. Have you thought about talking to the counselor? Well, I don't want to talk to the counselor because that guy knows the counselor. Okay, can I make another suggestion? Do you mind if I go talk to your principal? No, I don't know if that'll be good. So now you're getting into a conversation. You're trying to figure out a solution. Hey, if things don't work out, like, I'll check with you next week, see how things are, and we can go from there. Can I check with you next week? Yeah, that's fine. So now you have a commitment of you reaching back to them to see how things are going. So, those are going to be some of the things that'll help, in conversations and dealing with leadership. Some of the other things too is this, make sure you say please, and make sure you say thank you. And when someone does something for you at your workplace, family, to say, hey, thank you, please, thank you. Or, hey, can you do something for me, please? That's always going to be very, very helpful in having those conversations and really getting to the position where you can grow as a team, grow as a family. Because I know for myself, I went through this transition where, I'm always asking probing questions because, at our environment where we work at, our office, we have certain meeting times, and I need to make sure I have the information that I need to make a decision. I need to make sure I have the current information that's going on in the field to make strategic moves. And so, I go in there with the intention, hey, it's going to be a probing meeting, but I'm going to try to keep it as light as possible and not really offend anybody. Because you can still say, hey, this is going to be a probing meeting. Just so you know, I don't want anybody to get in their feelings. And that's probably going to trigger someone too. But hey, man, I mean, it's a learning process. It's a learning process to do that. I know for me and my wife, we had to really clarify, hey, you know what, we're gonna have a conversation. This is not gonna be an argument, because you know how it is, guys. I mean, you need to talk about something, and there's already tension, and as soon as you go into it, there's gonna be it could explode into an argument very quick. So a lot of times you gotta say, hey, you know what, like, we need to have a conversation. It's not gonna be an argument. Like, I don't want to argue. Like, it's gonna be a conversation. We need to come to like an agreement. We need to come. I need to try to understand what you're thinking. I want you to see what I'm seeing. Maybe we're seeing two different things, because think about it. Like, people have different opinions. So you or your wife can have two different opinions. The thing is, like, you got to make sure that you can really understand her opinion, her views, and then hopefully she can see your views, and y'all can come to a conclusion. Says, hey, you know what? I see this, and I didn't realize you see that. Can we come to an agreement on this? Or you can say, hey, we can agree to both disagree. I mean, it's fine. Like, you like red, I like blue. We're never gonna like the same color. We can agree to disagree. But it was still a productive conversation. So hey, guys, I hope these leadership tips helped you out. Especially with your career, and especially with your family, man. Family is going to be very important to really build a strong family, and to have your own family culture is going to be very powerful. And the reason why I'm passionate about this is because growing up, I never had no training on how to be an effective father, how to be an effective leader, how to be an effective husband. And I made a lot of mistakes. But I've used those mistakes as opportunities to learn and get better, and to really come back stronger, for myself and for my family. Because at the end of the day, and at the beginning of every day, they're relying on you. If someone is relying on you to show up. Someone is relying on you to show up. So make it a point to show up every day. Make it a point to be a leader every day. Make it a point to take care of your health every day. And just show up, man. Keep showing up. Massive action. Once again, thank y'all guys for subscribing. Hit the like button down here, man. I need to get this channel going, because there's a lot of leaders, a lot of fathers, a lot of entrepreneurs that need positive message. Later, guys.